let's make love while we listen to Frank White. So tight, now I understand. Yeah, take that. Come on. Is a pretty woman next to me? A pretty woman, yeah, baby. To share the dreams that I believe. Dream with me, believe. Come on, maybe we can start a family. Start a family, baby. Someone to truly understands
how to treat a man. This is what I need. Best Evidence Radio Show, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we know this, it matters, man.
It matters,
and you know what matters? How you treat a man.
How you treat a man, ladies.
How you treat a man
ladies,
matters.
Man. Real quick, real talk, ladies, man. If you single, you ain't a queen. So you just want you to know that.
If you what?
If you single, you're not a queen.
What? I guess you can't be. Yeah, you can. If you're queen, she has a husband.
I thought he was dead.
No, she has a husband.
Yeah,
was she single for a time?
He's not the king, but she has a queen, right? She has a husband.
If you're single, only a king can make a queen.
And you know what? You know what's weird? You know what's weird
then
about
how is her husband not the king?
This is not how it works. That's
Jeezy
why.
just said in order to be a queen,
that's
you
why.
have to have a king.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
A queen can't make a king.
That's why. Like Harry's the younger one, right? Just get married.
Yes.
He'll never be king.
Never.
Because his brother will be king, and then guess what happens?
Shit, Prince Charles.
The children after that will be. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
he's
that's
not fit
how
for
it works.
the throne anyway. Bless his heart.
Yes, he is. He's dope.
Oh, he's such a party animal.
Right, he's dope.
What do you think the king does?
And he's married an African.
He is.
Good job.
Dilly.
And they have accepted her.
I'm not liking that. I don't know nothing about
It's a
that.
Clydesdale.
Hey, folks! I tell you what, real quick, man. Here's what we did. We went back to the basement.
To the basement for sure.
We went back to the basement.
It might sound better too.
It probably does actually. I don't know. It better
that
not be.
burp was in high def.
Hey man, so
that was a meat burp too.
This the Heavy Hitters
that
Radio
pork came
show.
through strong.
No, you know what? For lunch, I ate 2 smoked. Don't need nothing burgers. And every time I burped, it smelled like smoke and burger and turkey and sausage.
You eat twice.
Yeah, it was bad news. Hey man, I tell you what, man, we're here, man. It's Moose at Big House, man. I got LGZ.
Jeezy Weinstein. Yes!
And the one he only run.
Ladies, watch your back.
The one that only run. EMC. I don't know why I'm having so much fun with that, but LGZ Weinstein is funny.
Because it's so fitting.
It's so funny to me. Hey, we're up in here, man. And the name of the show is called It Matters Part 2.
Misogyny? Who said misogyny with my misogyny?
Fancy.
I am so not a misogynist.
Fancy
I give massages.
Fancy's commenting, and so is Biggie Gates, who said that the OBJ, what's his name? OBJ. Yeah.
I give massages.
The OBJ and
too soon.
And the quarterback was. Of course, he says it's gay.
Yeah.
Well,
I said,
pull
up his stuff.
Jeezy said,
pull up Biggie so we can talk to him.
Jeezy said he give massages Nestle style.
Give it what? What'd you say?
I said I give massages Nestle style.
Oh, no, that's too soon.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he already got locked up.
He's doing like consecutive 40 to 125 year sentences, like 7 of them.
Yes.
If he ever, you know what they're gonna do.
Do you think somebody will kill him?
You know what I would do?
He's gonna
be dead within like the first year.
I'd put him in there in general population because you know what he was doing. What he was doing is he was giving them massages, in the wrong spot, saying this is gonna relax you, blah blah blah.
Right.
So I want somebody to give him every day. I want somebody to give him massages like that, and the part they can get into. If it's urethra, that's fine. Or if it's anus, that's cool too. But I'd rather them give him urethra massages with four full fingers, man.
How
Nasser,
does that even work?
Nasser, you need a urethra massage with 4 full fingers, man.
It could be like the STD test when you have to stick a really long Q-tip up there.
I wouldn't know nothing about that.
I'm know nothing about that,
we're gonna move on from that.
You,
but real talk, ladies, if you want a demonstration,
everybody's nervous about.
If you want a demonstration, Heavy Hitters Radio Show, DM, drop a line in there. Say you want a
only the Weinstein.
You want Weinstein to give you a Nestler massage.
Oh my gosh! All of this is like
I am
Too
so nervous
far.
about this. Hey,
What?
I tell you
Too
what,
soon.
folks. Listen.
There are ladies who
We
enjoy.
need to run that news. We need to run that news. All right. Go.
You guys want to talk about Cardi B? Did you
Get the
see
show.
this?
No, it was something before that though.
No,
And we also talk about the Olympics too to start.
Cardi B is where I started. There's
All right,
other
go.
things after that.
Go.
So Cardi B apparently has...
What you want to do?
yeah, which is
Yeah,
weird.
she doesn't dance. She makes money moves. But she
I make
also
money moves.
makes enemies with the Crips. So she has been in the world and she has always said that she's a blood. So she posted this picture wearing a blue coat in Minneapolis, this fur coat. And the caption said, I hate wearing flu, but this coat was too poppin'.
Shit, I hate wearing flu.
Flu.
She trying to get shot, yo.
So, yeah.
Is
So,
she from California?
I believe so. She's from the Bronx.
She better not
So-
go back.
So wait, she's from New York, talking like that.
Come on,
That's
man.
what she
Come on, man.
Oh, that's
And what you need to realize, it ain't a game to them. Hey, I've been to Cali,
it's not a joke.
and I done had brothers tell me, like, hey, man, you might not want to wear that outside. And I was like, no problem, sir.
Yeah, so somebody commented...
Right, I'm not going to argue with you.
Somebody
at all.
commented on her picture and said this is literally West Coast suicide, with some other choice words that I will leave off of the air because it's before 9 p.m.
All right, you
we
know
can't
what?
have all that.
Next,
So she is,
Cardi
you
B.
know,
Get the
Is
Crip,
she apologizing?
no,
Yeah, she'll be somewhere stinking.
no, not at all.
She needs a Crip walk or something. No, she's not a Crip. She's a blood.
She's blood.
She needs to do whatever walk they do with me.
Isn't he Crip?
He's just, yes,
Snoop,
yes.
yes. So Trump thinks that treason is a joke.
Treason?
This is fun. Treason.
Okay.
So-
you know, you might need to explain what treason is.
I will get there. So, oh,
Is it messed up that we need to explain what treason is for our listeners?
we are going to define it
All right,
in
go.
the literal sense.
All right, go.
But before we do that, let's just keep in mind that President Trump has the best words.
Can we beatbox the news?
Sure. So, Trump posted that the Democrats sitting during the State of the Union was treason because they're not showing love for their country. Newsflash, that's not the definition of treason. So,
Newsflash.
the definition of treason is actually that you are
Treason.
essentially undermining the country and
Yes.
you are working negatively towards it. So he came out and said,
Negative.
can we call that treason? Why not? Because they certainly didn't seem to love our country very much. So treason is defined as the act of seeking to undermine and betray a country. So he's mad about it. And of course, Sarah Sanders says that he is clearly joking. He's clearly joking about the Democrats being
Clearly.
arrested for treason.
Clearly.
So that is what he had to say. He also,
Clearly.
Indianapolis made national news. So we had a Colts player killed in a car accident.
I saw
recently.
that. I saw that.
We're not going to beatbox that.
That's fair. So, you know, our hearts go out to his family. President Trump got wind of it and has, of course, turned it into something political. So,
Well, no. You know what? Hold on a second. It's Moose, guys. Pence being from Indiana. As a matter of fact, this might be the first tweet that I've seen them post for him. And he gave a big shout out to, you know, Indiana and the Colts and Edwin Jackson's family. You know, that he was saddened by this. But I mean, you know, is it a political situation? Yes, because this dude that hit him has been deported twice. He's illegal.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Well, this is the perfect storm.
He's illegal in Indiana. He's illegal in the United States. He's here in the Midwest. He's in Indiana, and so you know it makes total sense that they're like, hey, we tried to tell y'all. Now I will say though, so that you know his blood alcohol content was.
0.239.
Oh my gosh! I mean, it's way
You
over.
got who hit him?
0.239, yes.
It's way over the legal limit, and he killed the Uber driver and Edwin Jackson, the Colts player. And here's the worst part is that, you know, they had like car trouble, so they're standing out there and they hit him. And like I said, man,
What kind of Uber driver is this?
Yeah, one
The Colts player was getting sick. He was on the interstate and they were getting
throwing up.
So you try to do the right thing and you still.
Right. And so here's the thing, man. Is it right to have this guy that's been deported twice still in the United States?
No.
Still driving around, still doing his thing? And when
Yeah, he's already been deported twice, so what's going to say if you deport him now, he ain't just going to make it.
so are we gonna build a wall? Is that
No.
Brittany?
We
Well-
Brittany, you gotta come over here if you're gonna be talking because we can't hear you.
So
Here, move this out the way. You can sit right there. sweetheart.
Trump posted on Twitter, of course, because that's how we communicate with our president of the United States. And he
Right.
said, "So disgraceful that a person illegally in our country killed Colts linebacker Edwin Jackson. This is just one of many such preventable tragedies. We must get the Democrats to get tough on the border and with illegal immigration fast."
I mean, he's not lying.
Right, I mean,
Because of this?
He's not
the
lying.
whole
Right there.
wall, but it says that he's wanting Mexico to pay for this wall, which I don't think is going to come down to it. So then it's going to be us taxpayers that are.
Well,
gonna
I'm not
pay
talking about
for
the
this
wall. I'm saying that tweet
Which
on face value is 100% right.
that's just where he's going to want to lead it. I'm cool with like getting stricter on our border
Yeah,
and
sure.
running.
So you want
things.
more ice? You want more ice out there? Those are the police that catch those illegal
Yeah.
immigrant type cats.
As long as. But then it goes back to with the guys that had kids over here, which makes their kids
The
automatically
DECA, yeah.
Yeah.
legal. So
The
then
Dreamers
we're
or
gonna-
whatever?
Right. So then if we do all that, then we're kicking out their parents, and then we're gonna have babies and kids that have no parents here.
Yeah.
We are.
So what do we do
We
then?
have
Like,
enough
we're in a
babies
tough
without
situation.
parents.
What do we do, guys?
I don't know
All right,
what the
listen,
answer is.
listen. You know what, Brittany, and Ron, you bring up a great discussion. Yes, this guy was illegal and he killed some cats, right? Let's deport him and all the people that are just like him. However, he had children while he was here. Those children are American citizens.
Working in the basement.
Yes.
Well,
Yes, they
Now
are.
what do we do?
I mean, what do we do with children whose parents are in jail? Is that what's going to happen
So
to
so-
the children whose parents are deported?
So here's what happens. So what we do is we do kinship care, then we do foster care and that kind of thing.
Right,
Who's
and how
paying
many
for that?
kids? Well, the government, but how many children are in bad situations in foster care, or run away from foster care, or don't have a place to go that's safe?
Yeah, it's
There
foster
are
care
a
is
lot
crazy.
of kids.
I'm not saying sending one. Like, I think if you have committed like a violent crime or have a criminal background, you got to go. Everybody else will stay, and just figure out how to get them. They make them legal.
So how
citizens.
would you define?
Where's
those
Yeah,
circumstances?
where's the cutting point of what's bad and what's you're okay? I
No,
guess.
but I mean, I said,
Like
I
that's
said
only
violent.
a little bit illegal.
No, if you do anything illegal, you shouldn't be able to come here.
No.
From
Coming
battery-
here illegally is illegal.
No, I mean, if you have if they find out you have done anything illegal
So
in
just
Mexico,
like a straight battery. So like the guy
Anything.
they could have been.
You have a
drunk and
speeding
got in a
ticket, so
fight.
you're out.
you're out.
That's illegal.
You're done.
Speeding is
so-
illegal.
No, not while you here. If your background comes back, you have anything on your background that's shady, you out here. Period.
All right, folks.
Interesting.
Folks, the Heavy Radio
I don't know
Show,
if
man.
that would
This is an
time
amazing.
sensitively. I don't know how well that would
This
work.
this is an
Why wouldn't
amazing. This is an amazing conversation, guys. So, and it sounds to me like, and by the way, shout out to Brittany, who's like,
She just jumped in.
She's 100% in, which we definitely appreciate. All right, so listen up. All right, if you come into the country illegally, I think we're saying you should probably go back right away. If you've been here and you've had children, you should be given the opportunity, if your record is clean, to stay so that you can take care of said children.
I believe in that. I'll say my papa has his own company, and he's had a few questionable guys working for him that have been deported, and so he'll just leave them off the roster for a few months. He's like, "Oh, he'll be back," and sure enough, a few months, voila,
The dudes figure
Jose's
out-
back and
They
ready
figure
to go.
Ah, Jose's back.
So, in order
Guess who's back?
to get your United States citizenship,
And we
how long do you
checked
have
up
to
with
be
these.
in America?
I'm sorry?
In order to get your United States citizenship.
I have no idea.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying. So, you come here illegally,
That's not it.
and you have to be here an amount of time in order to get your citizenship, if nothing else, because
it.
it's a long process. So, where does that line fall?
What do you say? I'm sorry?
in order to get your citizenship, you have to be here, if nothing else, because it's a long process. So, like, where is that line of, well, you shouldn't be here anymore because you're not a citizen?
I mean, the second that you have some sort of felony, I'm okay with.
Now
you
it has to be a
leaving.
felony.
Okay.
Earlier, it had to be anything illegal.
No, anything.
That's
masking.
what Jeezy said. Moose is saying the second that you have a felony, you probably need to roll. You know, if you're in the process, and all of a sudden you're obtaining felonies, and I don't know, maybe we give you one chance,
No.
right? And then after your second felony, you got to roll.
I believe in one and done.
Unless you kill somebody, you know, like this.
I said violent crimes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, but violent crimes can be just minor crimes too, like saying you got in a bar fight and
Gotta go.
And you're done.
But
You
what
gotta
if the
roll.
other guy started it and you both got charged?
Then everybody's gone.
Everybody's gone. All right.
Yeah.
What happens if you're in a bar fight and you're an American citizen? What's
Yeah,
the
but you- but
consequence?
you-
No. I'm asking because what if?
Look here,
What do you mean? You go to jail? You get fined?
For how
you pay
long?
your fines?
But okay, look
However long it takes.
Hold on. Miss Equal Rights over here.
No, I'm
Look,
asking.
Listen, it's not the
Well, she
same.
got-
If
she
I
got
go
OD
to China and I just been China, guess what? My ass is getting hemmed up, and I'm not a citizen over there, so I'm gonna get in
Just
trouble.
like the guy, his dad's with the Olympic Committee. So there was a student that went over there, and my gosh, I can't remember his name. Maybe you can look it up. There was a student that was over there. He was in a hotel. He saw a propaganda poster. He unscrews the thing to take the propaganda poster. Since he's on video, the police catch him. They put him in prison, not jail. They put him in prison because he's in North Korea. They put him in prison for
Well,
stealing
that was his
this
first mistake.
this
Yeah.
this propaganda poster. And prison is so hard for him, he dies while he's in
Otto
prison.
Warmbier. I don't know how to say his last name. Is this him?
And what? That's exactly him. So read that real quick.
Do you need help up there?
State news agency KCNA identified him as University of Virginia student. He entered North Korea as a tourist with the intention to destroy the country's unity, said KCNA, which added that the U.S. government had tolerated and manipulated him. It does not give further details, but says he is now under investigation. Didn't
That's
he
not
die
him.
after he got back here?
He never got back.
Oh, I thought he got back and then died.
So for sure,
He got released and died.
he would much rather be deported than go to prison for unscrewing a poster.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but when you in their country, it's their rules.
Yes. That's why I was asking what happens if you are an American citizen and you're in a bar fight. I didn't know the answer. I've never been in a bar
Yeah,
fight.
you're in jail.
You go to jail.
For how long? Is it like the
Maybe
junk
overnight.
Or the
tank?
weekend.
Is it like the junk tank? Like,
It depends. It's like
You
a
go
day.
you go to jail on Friday. You're probably not going to get out till Monday,
Monday.
Tuesday.
what if it's Thursday?
Thursday?
I get out Friday morning,
got,
right?
You got a good
Maybe.
chance of getting out Friday. It just
Yeah.
depends on how fast the court system's going.
Yeah.
And if you have a job or not. I know that I've seen a situation where all the guys that didn't have jobs got OR'd, which means they got out on their own recognizance. And the guy that had a job, the two guys that had jobs, they had to pay a fine, that or bail essentially. They had to pay bail at like 25% of the bond. You know, which was like $1,000 or whatever. So they had to pay like $250.
Interesting.
To get out. So, I mean, all that is relative. It depends on. Unfortunately, it depends on how much you complain, how much the officers double ding you, if they double ding you at all. It depends on, I'm sure, your skin color. It depends on your age. It depends on your marital status. It depends on your gender. All those things have a play in how long you spend
Well, let me
time
ask
in
you this.
jail for a bar fight.
Let me ask you this, Moose. Is it safe to say that if you're of the female persuasion, you get less time than a man?
For sure you do.
For sure.
Unless
but-
you
but-
hurt somebody.
But that's not equal. That's not equal to you.
I mean,
Unless you hurt somebody.
That's not equal to you, Moose. That's not.
It
That's
does
not equal.
not.
It's
It does
not.
not.
It sure is not equal. I rest my case.
It does not. And so here you know it's the
but
Weinstein.
I'm gonna take her back on it. Where you
It's- it's
guys are
Brittany,
making
folks.
all the extra money and stuff. That's where we get to get out of a speeding ticket. Or
Have you never played Monopoly? It's called a get out of jail free card.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
that's where I mean.
It's
But
so-
so
so-
then when we get the
I've
blame
never
back,
gotten
then-
out of a speeding ticket.
Hey, man,
You never. I get a call. I got out of. It was a total of 11. After 11, my 12th pullover, I got a speeding.
I have only been pulled over 3 times in my whole life, and I've had to pay a ticket every single time. And my last one was $225.
But
Really
you
not
are
nice
you
to
are you're loud and chirping a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
I am not very nice
What's
to them when
going
they
on?
pull me
Well,
over.
that is why.
Look,
you
I'm
got-
feisty about
no,
it.
you got to be nice.
I'm not
going
going to play this damsel in distress. Oh,
Oh
my
no, you don't have to
For-
do all
for
that. I'm not
reason.
doing
For
like
what
reason?
That is not
Hold
who
on
I
a second.
am.
We can't all talk. All right. So for what reason? I mean, if you want to get out of it, right, Brittany? I mean,
Right.
you want to get out of it, you smile at them.
Just you
I
know,
tell you what, I smile
doing
at them
it.
because I don't want to get shot.
I'm
nice.
I'm nice.
I'm
as hell.
nice. I'm like
I'm not a
I'm like
jackass.
yeah.
Yes,
If-
officer. No officer.
If you heard, matter of fact, if we could back this up and play, you were like, wow, 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 wow. It didn't sound like, I didn't, but like me, if I get stopped, I'm like, hey, yeah, man, it's
yeah.
right here. Everything's
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What do you need?
No, officer.
I'm sorry. What was your name again?
I'm heading home. Yeah.
Hey, no problem. I was heading.
a good day.
You know. Yeah, I mean that's how we sound.
It's cold out here, huh?
People, you can hear how you sound.
I don't scream like
I'm
that.
not doing that. I'm not kowtowing to them.
I'm not
See,
doing that.
see?
I'm not going to yell at an officer when they pull me over, but I'm not going to play some damsel in distress.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll just pay the
I'll
ticket.
I'll be the
Exactly.
damsel in distress and
And
go
did you-
home.
Go for it. I'll
folks,
go
with
home
no
and I'll pay a
pillows.
ticket.
Hey, folks, did you hear how Jeezy, Weinstein,
Yes.
and Moose were talking compared to how Ron was talking?
That's how I live my whole life.
That is the difference between a speeding ticket and not. And guess who gets it? We do.
We do.
Yeah, we still do.
You know,
She's
you know why men
complaining.
make more money?
Because they get speeding tickets.
No, you know
Right,
why? You
that's
know why?
exactly
Why?
Because when we go on a date, who usually pays?
Oh, whatever.
That's not always true. I've paid. I mean, me and my boyfriend, we take turns. Like he'll go on a date, he'll go, or he'll pay. We go on a date.
When he was
again.
dating you, who paid for the date? When he was dating you, before you got together.
Oh no, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, while we were
He paid
talking,
Doesn't
every
count
time.
if you're a
we were talking,
lesbian.
He paid.
Wow, he was trying to
That's
holler
true,
at you.
'cause then,
What'd you
right,
say?
if you're
Doesn't count if
lesbian
you're a
or gay,
lesbian.
Yeah, if you're lesbian or gay.
We're not.
Hey.
We're not
We're
talking
not
about
talking
that.
about that.
What I'm saying is not all women date men.
Pull up, Biggie, see what he's saying.
So
Hey, so all right, folks, Heavy Hitters Radio Show, man. You definitely listen to us. We got Brittany up.
A what?
Travis
Oh,
Scott.
I
kill me.
assume all the
Anything with Patriots.
That's what I'm talking about, Brittany.
Like,
Brittany,
what?
you're welcome anytime.
Hold
You
on,
a-
man.
you a true
That's
neighbor.
my
You're a true
question,
neighbor
man.
of the Heavy Hitters
What's your
Radio
question,
Show.
LGZ
The
Weinstein?
Patriots aren't the Colts' rival. I don't understand
yes,
that.
But
they
the
are.
Patriots cheat. We
We don't
cannot
like them.
have a cheater.
They were
on
a
our
rival.
team.
They were a rival when we were good.
It's like that
Right.
one
We
team
just
that
suck
everyone
horribly.
just despises.
Unless you're an
Back when
actual
we were
Patriots
good-
fan.
No one likes the Patriots unless you are a Patriots fan. Everyone else hates them.
Don't say that. I don't just like the Patriots.
That's because you are a bandwagon. You are a closet bandwagon person.
No,
You are-
I'm
you're a
a
Bears
fan. I'm a Bears fan.
Right. So which means
Yeah.
you don't
To
like
the end.
You're
You don't
also
like the
what, a Bulls
Packers.
fan
I'm a Bulls fan.
and a Golden State fan.
No,
because
go-
that's
go-
your mistress.
Golden State's
the
my
Patriots
mistress.
are also your mistress.
Yeah, no, the Patriots
Yeah.
are not my mistress.
They for sure are.
The Oakland Raiders are my mistress.
I'm going to say,
Whatever.
I just like the 49ers for when I play on Madden. I choose the 49ers and I always win.
Yeah, see.
Only reason
She
why.
plays mad.
I know.
49ers.
See,
Brittany,
see.
wait,
Get my
20.
mistresses right. Get my side chicks right.
Boom! Look, I
It's the
know.
four-
I'm sure the Patriots are one of your
It's the-
side
No, I do
chicks.
not.
All right, hold on
you
one second. All right, well, look, listen.
Tom Brady
You
can.
call
Tom
them
Brady
when-
for sure can be.
You call them when
number
the
two.
Raiders are busy.
Tom Brady can be my number
Okay,
two,
see,
for sure.
Tom
that-
Brady's not your number two. He's my number two.
Yeah, Tom Brady's my number
Oh
two
my
for sure.
lord!
It's,
I
now
thought-
look, you know, Big
I
Gay.
thought Brandon-
Big is like, oh, he sounds.
I thought Brandon,
they're
what's
super
his
gay.
name, was your number two.
No,
Brandon
for sure,
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Brandon Graham's a Michigan man.
Right, I thought he was your number two.
For
He's
sure,
in there
Tom
too,
Brady's
for
my
sure.
number two, dog. For sure.
All right, folks.
All day.
Hey, Heavy Hitters Radio
I
Show,
like
man.
greatness, man.
I beat you 5
Check
times
us
in
out.
fantasy,
Check
and
us
who's your
out on
quarterback?
Twitter at Heavy
Underscore.
Hitters.
Underscore.
And then Run. Where else can you catch us?
On social media, you can catch us on Instagram at Heavy Hitters Radio Show and on Facebook at Heavy Hitters Radio Show.
And then Jeezy, where else? I mean,
And we're on
place else?
YouTube, kind of.
On YouTube, yeah.
Go ahead.
Apple Podcasts and Stitcher Radio, Spreaker.com/independent radio.
Boom. Yeah,
Or
that's it.
if you want to download us, man, go to Podcast Addict.
Hey, you know what? We have folks that downloads, man. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to Ashland, Virginia, and the DMV.
Yes.
DMV, I said it right. I wish I had my phone so that I tell you what. Pull up the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, and then the Instagram, and then go to this post that this people had, and you can tell us because man they shouted us out. We don't, it was really cool.
I don't think I have access to that.
I got nothing. You're the Heavy Hitters Radio Show, and then all you gotta do is go to. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I don't have access
I see
to
what
that.
you're saying.
Jeezy's got to do that.
I'm looking for it.
I'm with you.
Oh, man.
Pull up the Heavy Hitters Radio Show,
I
big guy. Like all of it. See what I'm
So
saying?
let's talk about This Is Us, because I know people
Oh
listening
my god!
also watch This
People
Is
would
Us.
follow.
So
This is
after
my show.
after the Super Bowl,
I cut it off.
we all found out how Jack
And
died.
I bawled my eyes
So,
out.
spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it yet, turn us down for about a minute and a
Yeah, I don't
half.
think nobody watches that show. but go
So,
ahead.
a
I
lot of
watched
people
that
watch
show,
it. I am
yes.
sure our
No,
listeners
listeners.
watch it.
It is a
I'm
great
going to
show.
cover it anyway because you two are playing on your phones. So, we found out how Jack died, and it was very traumatic. And there's another episode on tonight that I will be catching up on. So, I
Is
would
it a
say,
new
A
episode?
show
yes,
comes
there's
on tonight.
yes, there's a new
and
episode
I do
on
not
tonight.
have it recorded. Oh my gosh!
Now,
I'm sure it's on demand or something.
it'll be on Hulu tomorrow.
I got Hulu.
So,
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
I would say
I'm sleepy off of this
No.
conversation.
that's fine. You can be sleepy if you want to. I would say This Is Us is probably like at least a bottle of wine for Brews and Reviews. Holy smokes, because
Is that good or bad?
like it's both, which is weird. So you need to have some wine.
This
in
is
order-
new, Jeezy.
You need to have some wine in order to cope with what's happening. But then you are also extra in your feelings due to the wine and the show. And so it's really a catch-22. But it's a great show. And you can watch it if you want to. Or you can keep your mouth shut. But I
did.
stayed up and I watched it after the Super Bowl because if anybody ruined how Jack died for me, I
know.
probably would have
I
stabbed him
had
in the
to,
neck.
I had to stay off of all social media so I did not get any spoilers before
I
I watched it.
stayed up and cleaned the kitchen so I wouldn't fall asleep, and I moved all around so I could watch the whole episode because I needed to know.
All right, so
I was mad the Shy didn't come on last night. But that's just me.
It's Shy.
Oh yeah,
Was that on Netflix?
it's on Showtime. It's
And
a
so
great show.
They did not show it because
I mean, a lot of them was shut down because Super Bowl was on.
Yesterday
speaking
was
of that,
Monday.
speaking of that,
I'm sorry, Sunday.
what else is on television during the Super
I
Bowl?
have no idea.
Infomercials.
Are you
Probably some Lifetime movies for all the ladies that want to cry because their
Right.
man's not paying attention to
I'm saying-
them because he's watching the football game.
And I'm sure that there's an SVU, a Law and Order SVU.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
probably.
going on.
There's
sure
some. There's
Law
a
and
murder
Order's on.
documentary.
For sure,
Daggone, Brittany gonna mess around and get her own show.
for sure, Law and Order was on. Hey, check it out.
Do you want another one?
Apparently 8 million people less watched the Super Bowl. I mean, didn't watch the Super Bowl.
What were they doing?
What the hell were they doing?
They're probably the ones that
They were having trachea sex.
The valid point, Ron.
just the ones that wanted to be sourpusses or six. I'm sure that
like either
the ones that were like the whole kneeling during the anthem stuff.
Oh yeah, those people didn't
Those
watch.
are the people that didn't watch.
I don't understand. If you're a man and you don't watch football, I don't know.
I
I
don't
can't
think you're a
trust
man.
you.
You can't have a man card. I think because
I can't trust you.
it's like
What
with
the-
the
what the
dog.
heck's
At
going
Super
on?
Bowl, my dog, he is the nicest dog ever. Everybody's coming in, he's cool. This one guy comes in, my dog goes ballistic. I'm like,
Did you
who
kick
are
him out?
you? Like,
Yeah.
maybe apparently I need to be watching you because if my dog don't like you, I can't like
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
What is going on?
Yeah, bad vibe. Yeah, bad Vadbod?
Bad vibe.
Bad vibes.
He didn't want to watch the game. He came for to watch the commercials, and dog knew that.
Right.
All right. I tell you what, man. So here, Jeezy, I'm going to spoon feed you real
Okay.
quick. So are you guys ready for some Moose news?
Yes, let's hear it.
All right. So there was a expose, I guess, or interview, not an interview, but like a show where there was this young kid, and I want to say in Australia, that pulled up what was called the energy map. And he pulls up this energy map, and what it does is it shows all of the energy from your smartwatches, your Fitbits, and all that kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So there is a satellite up there that's reading the energy from those. Okay? Mm-hmm. And then he looks at it and he says, holy cow, he can look at Afghanistan and see where military folks are. Well, he doesn't know. You don't know who it is, but you know where they are. Mm-hmm. So he's looking at this full map of the world, by the way, and he's showing where all these things are. So come to find out, what it is like everybody that has, like, you know, counting your steps and counting your jogging and your workouts or whatever, it's emitting the energy. And so it's showing all that. And there's a map that's all over the whole wide world that's documented by, like, again, just like heat. Did the Fitbit people and the smartwatch people know that was going to happen or what?
For sure. They probably everything's about data collection. So that's what it's all about. They want to collect and see how much data they can collect, and, you know, how many people using it, the purposes for it, and all that kind of stuff, man. So they for sure knew about that.
No, but here's the issue. So, you know, it's showing cats in Afghanistan like in secret bunkers. It's showing cats. It's showing like high-powered people, and you really can't say who's who necessarily on that map. But, you know, so in a year, there's some place I go to over 200 times in a year. What is that place?
Work.
And what's the other place?
Home.
Exactly. So it's showing where I go to. You know what I'm saying?
And
Over
for
200
sure,
times. So you can say, okay, I'm gonna pinpoint this guy right here, and these are the two places he goes to the most often. So then once you pinpoint that, now you can go all the way down to my smartwatch, I guess, and say, you know, if I was a jogger, which I'm not anymore, but if I was a jogger, he goes, oh, he's out for 30 minutes, and he goes back to this place.
Yeah.
So he was working out, and here's what time he works out, here's how far he goes, here's what's happening.
Yeah. And for sure your name pops up because you register everything you do, you register your name and your stuff to your apps and your phone. So your name is for sure being
That's
shown.
Somewhere.
No, they have it. They don't want to tell you that one thing, but for sure, your name is registered to your watch. So that name, it pops up. Moose goes to work and school.
So
yeah.
So like the guys in the military now, they'll just pull those off.
Yeah, I don't even wear one, but yeah, you be smart too.
Yeah,
Right. I'm thinking, especially if you're like higher ups, where nobody's supposed to know where you're at or what you're doing.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have any type of transmitting.
They go down with no devices.
There's a reason why.
They for sure have phones up.
No, going down your path. There's a reason why Apple and Samsung and all these phones don't like to take the battery out no more. The reason is they don't want you to cut your phone off. Because before it used to be you pull your battery out and your phone's no longer transmitting anything. Well, now they make it a solid unibody case. You can't take your battery out. Of course, and they give some crazy reason why, but that's the reason why they don't want you taking the battery. They want your phone always transmitting something.
And do you feel though that when your phone is off,
it's on.
There's still enough life, to transmit. Maybe I can't use it. But it's enough to say, hey, he's here.
There's always that little bit of juice that even though your phone says it's dead, but I mean your screen always pops up saying
exactly
I'm dead. I need a charge. Unless it's super dead, but it's never. I don't think anybody goes through a phone where you can't just get that flashing light saying it's dead.
Right. All right.
So And then it's,
So what do you think about the heat map, Jeezy? That's what it's called. I'm Conspiracy Joe, so I always feel like they tell you it's for one thing, but they use it for other nefarious reasons. It was a 17-year-old that found it. So do you think somebody had it before?
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah. Especially if a 17-year-old came up.
Or if he found it, then they for sure took it.
Yeah. Charged him with something.
Yeah, for some crime, and then use the technology. For sure. That's how it happens, man. That's the world we live in, man. So,
hey, you guys listen to Heavy Hits Radio Show.
I got some news for you, man. I think me and Moose on the same thing.
All right, go.
There was a wrestling. Was it wrestling with a guy? Two guys was wrestling, and the white guy told the black guy, "Well, at least I know my father."
No, it was tennis.
What?
It was tennis, yeah.
It was tennis.
It was tennis, and the white guy said, "At least I know who my daddy is." And people got mad at that, and I'm thinking to myself, like, that's just trash talk.
Yeah, you spit all over me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it
What's up,
depends on who you're talking to. It's like with everybody, they get butthurt over the simplest things that just 5 years ago it was okay to say and talk
She
about.
trips me out.
Yeah.
Brittany
I mean, my
trips me out.
thing is for sure.
That's what you got on.
My thing for sure is trash talking. So when you in the court, I'm gonna say any and everything that I know that'll get under your skin.
They fired him. He's out.
Yeah, but do you trash talk in tennis?
You can.
Yeah, you gotta trash talk.
Well, even if you like doing a fist pump or yeah, or
Yeah, but like
grabbing your nuts or something.
actually like talking to. I feel like you are far. Like in basketball, you are in their face.
No, but you
In tennis,
always
you're
any
not
advan-
so much.
any advantage.
You know when you walking to the side to towel off in between
Yeah.
sets, you're like, at least I know my pop.
Yeah, you a bitch ass motherfucker. Yeah, you say all of that. Yeah, you go-
Pineapples.
Holy cow.
but you don't say anything to get an edge, anything to get in your head to make you want to try harder and miss the ball. Yeah, I'm doing it all day.
So it's
And I
not,
was a king of trash talk.
so
for
it's
sure.
so it's not offensive for
No.
a white person to say that to a black person.
No.
Like I said, I think it all just depends on who you're talking to. Like
Is it-
now day and age, I mean, everybody. It's something is you're being or you're offending somebody. Or
Who
you're
cares? It's trash talk.
It's
The whole
just-
point of it
it's
is to offend
straight
you.
Trash talk. Yeah.
The whole point
Yeah,
is.
but we're all really sensitive.
So,
Right.
yeah, but I'm not. That's why I'm gonna get under your
That's the
skin.
world that we live in today.
Yeah, but my job is to win.
pansies.
I want to win. So anything I can do to get you out your game,
The sissification
Right.
of America.
get you out of your head, man. Like we play at schools. I play at Warsaw, and I heard the N word all kind of different ways. See all the crowd players. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but we're gonna go ahead and bust. We're gonna bust that. You know what? And then when we won, you ain't got nothing to say.
And they say all that. Back in my day, look at Refrigerator Perry over there and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They always say all kind of stuff.
They would say to me, I'm like, no, what? Guess what? But your girlfriend like it, and your mama.
What was the race of the reporter who did this story?
If it's tennis, it's for sure. Pilgrim.
Okay, so here is my assumption.
He's trying to get his name out there.
I think that in general, I'm going to make some general statements.
Mm-hmm.
So I know there are anomalies. Let me preface this. Don't get butt hurt.
Well, I don't
Don't be a
care.
pansy.
Not you.
Brittany says, "Don't be a."
The Boondocks up in Lebanon, and it was just the majority. I guess you guys call them pilgrims. So a bunch of pilgrims.
Catches up quick.
And then that's where it's like, oh, you got to watch what you say, because I mean, there's just a few black people. I think I only had one black girl in my whole time being there in my class. Like, it was just majority of pilgrims. So you got to watch what you say with her, because I mean, she's not accustomed to like
It's crazy.
You were straight from the east side of Indianapolis, from that town.
Right. So I mean, I
it
could
was
walk
way
up and
different
talk.
for you.
Right?
Yeah.
Just say, hey, what's up? How's it going? Like, just talk about the other.
You know
black
what?
people,
I
and
think
they're like, no. I'm like,
And I think you're real cool, but Moose really doesn't like Warren Central people because
oh man.
once a giant, always a giant. So
Ben
anyway,
Davis.
I also think that with white people, there are two extremes.
I gave some play.
So there are white people who,
Pilgrims.
there are pilgrims who hate black people.
Yeah, sure.
And there are pilgrims, but there's like not a in between here. So that's one side. And then there are pilgrims that have this like savior mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There is no in between. So
Yes, there is.
There's tons of in between.
Yes, there is.
I don't.
Yeah, because then there's the ones
Hey,
that
I'm gonna tell you
try-
right now. I got a buddy. I got a buddy that's on Facebook and all that. He is my buddy. He is my buddy. I love this guy. I met him when I was a junior in high school when I moved to Michigan, and he is my buddy. He will tell you he's my buddy. He wished me happy birthday. I comment on his pictures of all blah blah blah. He'll say, "What's up, Eggman? Love you." Blah blah blah. Talking to Moose, and then in the very next post, it's Donald Trump is the savior for the world, and he's making us so happy, and he's doing our thing, or he's downplaying, some sort of black thing or what have you. And you hear what I said? I started out saying, he is my buddy.
Yes.
And he will say this stuff. He will say all this stuff. Matter of fact, Facebook's kicked him off, 5 or 6 times for some of the junk he said. When Obama was president, man, he was going ham, right? Now, I'm not one to challenge all that notion, what he's saying, because I know him. I know that when I was at his mama's house, we was eating at the same table, eating the same food. He was at my mama's house eating. We hung out. If I needed $1, he gave it to me. If he needed $1, I gave it to him. I know. Now, I'm not sure. Matter of fact, he'll post pictures when he was in the Marines, and there was brothers that was in his same platoon with him that are his brothers. He says it. These are in this picture. These are all my brothers. They all fought for the United States of America. They all, learn the same stuff. They all learn the same thing. But now he spews this, I love Trump, I love this, and all this kind of stuff. And so, I take it as a grain of salt because I'm like, you know what? I don't really feel like you feel like that.
And even if he does, so what?
And guess what? You want to say all that stuff about what you're doing? I don't care. I don't care at all because guess what? I'm pro-black. I am pro-black for sure. I like black stuff. If I turn on a boxing match and it's a brother and a pilgrim fighting, I'm going for the brother no matter. I don't even know nothing about none of them. I do it every single time. And
it's just like with pilgrims on the other end. I'm sure if it was a pilgrim and a brother fighting, the pilgrim's going to go for the pilgrim.
We saw the
sure
Mayweather fight.
Oh, yeah.
For sure they do.
The thing is, I knew for a fact that Mayweather was going to beat the brakes off this dude. But my neighbor was a pilgrim. I went over his house and all his friends, co-workers, everybody was there. And, there was one guy that was furious. He just hated Mayweather. And when Mayweather won, he literally stormed out of the house, and I laughed so hard. I'm like, dude, come on, man. There is no way that Conor McGregor was going to beat this dude. But you had in his mind, Let's enjoy it, man. You got Superman.
Hey, man, I had one pilgrim dude in my house, and he came fully adorned with Ireland, Conor McGregor stuff. He was going in.
Pride, man. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Guess what? We talked crazy during the fight. When it was over, it was like, all right, man, love you. Out.
But you naturally go for people who look like you. That's just natural. You naturally root for people.
Yeah, because that's innately comfortable.
Yeah, it's what you go for, man. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just what you go for. I like all black quarterbacks except for RG3.
And Tom Brady.
But Tom Brady's a brother.
He's not.
For sure.
How so?
Tom Brady's a brother.
I'm very confused.
I love Tom Brady.
Usually I totally can understand what you guys are talking about.
I love Tom Brady, man. Tom Brady got see Peyton Manning was weak to me.
Yes, sir.
He was commercial. Tom Brady got swag, yo.
But he's a cheater.
If
He
you
also
ain't
pouts.
cheating, you ain't trying. That's where I come from.
He pouts a lot.
He does.
Who?
He's a pout.
winner.
He's a pouty
He's
pants.
a
really
winner.
hard. No, he's
Yeah.
just a sore
And his wife is a
loser.
model. He's winning.
I don't
guys.
understand how he's a brother.
You listen to Everybody's radio show, man.
Brother, man.
Shout out to
think
Tom
so.
Brady,
He's
who
white on the outside, black
is a
on the
Michigan.
inside.
It is. His brother.
Who's a
Why?
Michigan
Actually,
man?
a video that proves you're a brother.
Who's a Michigan man, which Moose likes. Hey, all right, guys, check it out. You know what? We're gonna kind of shut this down.
Do we need to talk about the halftime show?
Yeah, sure.
Well, apparently the family, he wanted to do a hologram, but the family said that they didn't want to feel comfortable having a hologram of Prince. So that's why he did the little.
Why?
That's why he did the little sheet thing.
So lots of people said that it was terrible. The beginning of it had some audio issues, but I love JT. I've loved him probably since I was 4 years old.
Yep,
But-
since he was with NSYNC and
So,
that big old afro, he was delicious.
I have
Delicious is what we're using.
Yes.
I have a Mickey Mouse Club T-shirt that has Justin Timberlake on it, and Britney Spears and JC, and it's a
Yes.
4T because that's how old I was. And I will never get rid of that thing. It is autographed. I love Justin Timberlake. I thought it was a great halftime show. He's a wonderful dancer. I will say I was a little disappointed when the other 4 guys came out and it was not the other 4 members
Right.
of NSYNC. I was
Yes.
really excited, and then I was let down a
Yeah,
little
you know,
bit. That's okay.
it kind of made me sad because I think he can dance better than Moose, a.k.a. Big House.
He's a wonderful dancer.
That's what-
He has been dancing the majority of his life.
So have I. But he's better than me.
Well, he gets paid.
Let me
to
show
do
you how good
I'm
thing.
not watching.
That's a brother. Tom Brady's a brother. See,
That. No, he's not.
see how he interacts. See
I'm
that?
talking
See that?
about Justin Timberlake. 'cause
See that?
that's
You
my
know what?
happy
All right, go,
place.
go, go.
I'm
Yeah,
going to my
interacts.
happy
See,
place.
I remember
of
being
Justin
in daycare
Timberlake.
and getting in a fight,
Yes.
or an argument with this
NSYNC
other
is
girl
better than
with
Backstreet
NSYNC
Boys.
and the song "Bye Bye Bye," like how to do the dance.
Ain't no lie.
But y'all,
Yes.
Like,
Hey, folks.
Yes, I can do the dance right now.
The heavy hitters are gone Pilgrim Chick for a hot second.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
so listen. All right, so
it wasn't Bruno Mars.
Remember when they did the purple outline, you know,
In the city?
in the city?
Yes.
So was that like an overlay? Was it AR?
Yeah, clearly overlaid.
Was it AR?
It was.
I don't care. It was really cool.
It was
It,
cool.
it was really cool. And a buddy of mine in my house said that's the city formerly known as Minneapolis, and I got a kick out of that. Shout out to
But the
Mingle.
thing is,
Shout out to Scotty Mingle, man.
see, the thing is, man, is everybody is now comparing, because Bruno Mars probably was the best halftime show in the last, I don't know, 10
You're just a Bruno Mars fan.
I am a Bruno Mars mark, for real, for sure.
What's his real name?
Who?
Tell me his real name
Something
again.
Wilson Pick. I can't remember. It's
Bruno
not
Mars?
Wilson
Yes.
Pickett.
I'm not that crazy fan.
I will look it up.
I don't know people's real name. I just know.
I was just talking about it with somebody the other day.
I don't
that's
care.
why
I don't care what you do in
Yeah.
your personal life.
I
You
can't
can-
remember.
You know, you can be like, people say they don't like Kanye or they don't like R. Kelly because he peeing on kids. I'm like, hey man, you make good music. I don't care.
Hey, so
I'll give it to you in personal
hey
time.
folks, I don't know what Jeezy's talking about. He's
Peter Hernandez.
Remember he's
Why does that
LGZ
matter?
Weinstein.
Well, I just am curious about
How
how
do you
you
meet
go
Bruno?
from Peter Hernandez to Bruno Mars. Like, what was the inspiration behind your name?
We're behind Dwayne Johnson and The Rock.
Hold on a
The
second.
Rock
character.
is cooking.
Hold on
It
one
just
second.
goes back
Hold
to
I
on
want to
one
know how you come
Hold
up
on one
with that.
second. She's sitting down on the show with LGZ Weinstein, Moose, aka Big House,
Your names make sense.
and Run EMC was
So
her
does mine.
own name.
That might
And
make
she
sense.
goes,
Mine's Seabiscuit because of my last name. So.
Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit.
she's in.
Here's the
Or-
thing. All of ours make sense.
She's in.
In high school, my locker mate, every time like we'll be in between classes, he's like, "All right, now don't get crazy before the big race." And I just look at him. I'm like,
That's funny.
I'm gonna hurt
Seabiscuit.
you.
Where does the EMC come from? Is it the initials?
Those are my initials.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Ours make sense because we know each other and we know our stories. So
You,
I am.
you just don't know his story, but he comes up with a name.
That's
I mean,
what I asked. I said
out of nowhere.
I'm curious about the story behind how you go from Peter Hernandez to Bruno Mars, just like how.
Because I've had,
Let me ask you a question.
I've had people say, "Where did Moose come from?"
Right.
Right. That's.
I got a
I'm
cousin
curious
that
about the
knows Will's
story.
next name.
That's
You do realize that
That's
Jamie,
what I'm asking.
You realize
His
Jamie
first
Foxx's
name
name is
is
not
Ronald.
Jamie Foxx,
I
right?
am curious about the story.
But you know
How
what I'm
he
saying?
got to
What I'm
Bruno
saying,
Mars.
you do know that
Jamie
Jamie Foxx's
Foxx.
name is not Jamie
See, I
Foxx.
didn't.
No, I didn't know
It's,
that.
it's
it's not.
Jamie, but his last name is something.
No, it's not. He came up with Jamie Foxx because he felt like when he was a comedian, he using his real name, he could never get on stage. So if you put Jamie Foxx, they would think he was a woman and let him on stage because it sounded like she a fine chick. But he sure.
Red Fox, though.
No, but Jamie Foxx, but he did that because he felt Jamie Foxx like it sounded like a woman's name.
See, so there's a story. I want to know the story. That's what. That's all I said.
All you gotta do is put him, ask him on Twitter. He'll tell you.
I don't want.
One of his fans will.
Because for sure, all the world is connected
Connected.
at this point. All
Like,
the world
I
is
was
connected.
there
What's
when
the name of the show? It matters,
It
right?
matters.
Just
I was
like
there.
Us Too. It's like the Us Too movement,
Yeah.
man. I mean, hey, listen, guys, listen. Ladies, gentlemen, I saw last week a symbol that was a transgender a transgender female symbol.
I'm done.
You understand what that means? Like, I'm all confused. So it was like a circle that had the thing, and then it had a cross on it, though, like the male symbol, but it was up like the female, like the male symbol.
You were a male transgendering into a female. So let's
I like that
know.
transgender is now a verb. Transgendering.
I
like it.
I'm not
Let
comfortable with this
somebody know that
conversation.
I once was a man, but now
I just
am a
think
female.
that they should still use. If you have a penis,
What?
listen.
He's
If
talking
you have a
about the
penis,
I was gonna say, I thought Seabiscuit said she was once a man that came to the
No,
woman.
she
Yeah,
wasn't.
I'm a good-looking man, ain't I?
I was.
Yeah.
I'm not answering that question at all.
all right, listen. I just think
Weinstein should.
if you have a penis, you should go to the men's restroom.
Yes.
And if you have a vagina, you should go to the women's
It
restroom.
just makes
you
me
know-
think of Joanna Man.
You know, in Canada, if you go to school and you say, you know what, today I want you to call me Optimus Prime, they have to call you Optimus Prime.
Well,
They have
there,
to,
from
by
what
law.
I understand, there are 27 categories of such and such. I tell you what, matter of fact, next week maybe we'll do it. Is
Something
that,
along those lines.
next,
There's a lot.
Is it
Next week is Fat Tuesday.
Is next
You know what? I will not
No,
be
it's
here
not.
next week.
Yes, it is.
I
Where you
will.
going?
I'll take your place.
Next week's Fat
I
Tuesday.
will be at Mardi Gras.
You going to Martin?
Jealous. I was just.
I'm
talking
bringing
to
the
a
king
guy
cake.
about-
Can I bring a king
So
cake
you know
in
what?
here?
I will FaceTime y'all
Great.
live.
Bring it.
Some boobies from Mardi Gras. LGZ Weinstein.
But he won't. But LGZ Weinstein will not help Run pick out fake tits. I don't. understand.
I do not feel comfortable because you're a part of the show.
Whatever.
Your family.
I thought we were family. I thought we were supposed to help each other out.
I like my sister saying, "Hey, can you come pick me some double D's?" Like, I'm not doing that.
Well, that's a little different. I mean, that's more blood. Like, if she's needed help,
We're
you're
not.
like, all right,
We're
I'll
not.
just close my eyes and I'll just spill.
I kind of
Right, I know. I'm
How
like,
about you do that?
I kind of like how she has some dude's shirt on tonight. She's like,
this is my shirt.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite sweatshirt.
Oh my god, this is mine.
That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dudes can't do that.
Can't for sure, can't. This is my favorite, like lace.
Oh girl left us.
I love
It feels
you.
so good next to my skin.
Yeah, we're not doing it.
You
This is my sweatshirt.
So
Hey,
usually
so-
for sure with FaceTime. Well,
Fat Tuesday next week.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure with
God.
bees, and it would be
I'm bringing a king cake.
or I will see on video Jeezy getting motorboated.
Especially if you guys stay
Wait.
down here.
Wouldn't you be
I'm
motorboating?
sorry. Wait, somebody's gonna motorboat you?
You
That's
would
what
be
you just said.
motorboating.
Or you can
You'll be
motorboat the
motorboating
boobs that she
someone
needs help
else.
Picking out.
I don't know how I go,
You,
but for sure,
you for sure said
blah, blah, blah.
You
Jesus
said
being
getting motorboated.
being motorboated.
Because that happened to me last time I was in New Orleans.
Somebody
motorboat
motorboated
you.
you?
How does that work?
On your chest? Is
No,
that-
no, she
On your
grabbed my
chest?
head and was
Oh,
like,
so she forced you to motorboat
And I
her.
You
was-
were so
Yeah,
and
the
this is-
motorboater.
You had accosted.
and then,
You
she,
were
and then she
accosted.
slapped me.
You were the motorboater.
Wow.
Do you also like
Cause she
things?
was,
Yeah,
I mean, it was a. It
Hold
was
on.
one of those- What's the name of
I
that movie?
told the story,
What's the
right?
name of that movie coming out? Gray.
50 Shades.
Oh,
Yeah,
50
Gray.
Shades Free.
It was very bizarre. I will say that I didn't know what to do.
Did you have a
'Cause
hat on at the
she
time?
She had. Okay, what happened?
I feel like it'd be
She
a
gave me
delay.
some shots. It was 6 shots.
Out of her boobs?
So the
6
first
shots,
one,
right?
the
Close
first
to
one,
3.
she put in my pants, and when she went down there,
Right.
she came
A
up and gave it
blowjob
to
shot.
me. Bam, gave it to me. That's
Yes.
one, but it was 2 of them. It was like 2 of the tubes.
That's so weird.
Then she put it in my mouth, another tube in my mouth, and she was sucking it.
She did
Did
what?
she put it in your trach after that?
No, she opened my chest. Then she dumped me back, so that was 2. Then she put 2 in her chest, grabbed me, and was like, she went around. It was huge. I was like, holy shit, you know what I'm saying? Then she bam, so that's 6 shots. Then she was like, smacked me in the face and was like, welcome to New Orleans. And I was like,
That's a good
I didn't know
look.
what
You're like, I'm oddly turned on and I'm not sure what to do
yeah,
with my
I
hands.
didn't know what to should have wound my watch. I didn't know what to do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like your watch.
That was one of the greatest lines. That's one of the greatest lines. Wait, everybody needs to stop for 1 second.
gosh.
I got to do a backup, like a rewind. I'm sorry, what did you just say?
So I didn't know where to should have wound my watch, man.
I didn't know whether to shit or wind my watch.
I was confused.
That's one of the
man.
greatest lines I've ever heard in my
I
life.
whipped out a guy was talking, doing something. I was like, "What are you fiddle dicking around with?" He's like, "Fiddle what? The what?" I said,
Fiddle
Fiddle
dicking.
dicking. She's from Lebanon for real.
Right.
For
I
sure.
told
No,
you
she's
that
from the east side.
Yeah, but
Fiddle
don't-
dicking.
side and moved up. Yeah.
Yeah, but she was in
Well,
Lebanon.
see, she moved up
Oh, I know. I heard.
from
She
the
moved
east
up
side.
from-
I heard that.
Not to the east side. From the east side.
Moved up
to a deluxe apartment
You're right.
in the
In
sky.
the sky.
We moving up.
I'm totally like lost it real quick. I was gonna say something.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what? All right, so in my 40,
Yes.
I get very privileged to hear very interesting things that happen. Okay, I would like to share this one.
Oh gosh, let's
All right,
hear it. I'm excited.
So I really have to say, pineapples. Okay, guys. I'm gonna use some very choice lyrics.
All right,
here.
people. So for those of you that are confused, pineapple is our safe word. So if you have young ears around you, or if you are overly sensitive, then stop listening for a few minutes.
Well, stop listening, period.
Hey, man, but by the way, we're not something you can take at once. We are a piece by piece situation.
That's fair.
You can't take all of us at one time.
No, it's a
You
lot.
know what? Yeah, you definitely have to take us piece by piece.
It matters.
All right. So it for sure matters. All right, so guys, guess what? So
That's nice.
there is a. Let me see that.
That's my last trip to New Orleans. That was
Oh
Halloween.
gosh! All right, so here's what happens. There is a young person that is rapping a song. Now, the normal lyrics that he's trying to rap goes like this. I'm the type of nigga that's built to last. If you
Step
fuck with
to
me,
me,
I put my foot in your ass. All right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so flash forward to this day.
Easy
He
E.
says, I'm the type of nigga that's gonna suck your dick. And then he goes, oh shit. Wait a minute. Fuck. That's not what I meant to say.
That's a Freudian slip. Yes, you did.
No, he didn't. If you saw his body language and the way he acted the rest of
I'm
the
gonna tell you
day.
that would suck, yo. I don't even like saying the words. I don't even like faking the words.
I mean, you really had to been thinking about that for it to just slip up.
He totally slipped up, man, and it was
That's a Freudian.
absolutely.
Is he gay?
He is not.
You sure?
I'm positive. But
Has he thought about it?
He's thinking
no,
about trying it out.
no, he is not.
Because those words would never just
But
like,
it was amazing to me. Don't ever.
I'm the type of nigga that was
Please
saying,
don't ever rub my back like that.
like, oops.
When you're
It
acting
happened.
like that, don't rub my back like that.
I mean, did that happen? You're like, oops.
No. Cause you decide you're going fishing. I'm fishing right now. What do you mean fishing? I'm just trying to see who's going to answer. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. He said, I'm the type of nigga that'll suck your dick.
Oops.
Oh, damn. Fuck, that's not what I meant to say.
That's funny.
So
Happy Ears Radio
the
Show.
adults. What did the adults do?
There was instant laughter.
Of course.
Yeah,
I
there
would
was
love
instant
to.
laughter because there was nothing else you could say. And then, of course, the person, reiterated, that's not what I meant to say. Here's what I meant to say, the whole deal. But at that point, it was over with.
Freudian slip.
That's hilarious.
You know, a lot of times I say it's a Freudian slip.
Mm.
You like that, don't you? You spit on it a little bit. Anyway, all right, so Heavy Ears Radio Show. Hey, man, we're up in here. I tell you what, man, it's been a cool night, man. It's Moose, a.k.a. Big House. And we got to decide where our nicknames came from because it's, Bruno Mars.
I Googled it.
Well,
If you want to know the answer.
for those who don't know, it used to be Moose Cholak. Yukon Moose Cholak.
Yukon Moose Cholak.
That's where it started.
And it changed over and
Right,
over
you
and
did
over
not
again,
used to
the
be
Moose
LGZ.
I was A Jeezy
That's
because my name is
new.
A. Just like A Jeezy, and it just kind of stuck.
It just kind of.
And now people call me Jeezy, and I be like, "Why you call me that?"
Hey, Jeezy.
Yeah, in real life.
Oh, yeah, it's
Oh,
me.
yeah?
What's up, Moose?
Yeah, now.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Now,
that's me.
now I'm LGZ Weinstein.
And then, hey, so if I
works.
tell you what, so LGZ Weinstein's up in there, man. He's the star of the show. We got the lady in the house, man, Run.
E.
Yeah.
M. So where did Run come from?
Yeah, she's up in here.
Like Run DMC.
I know that, but
Right, no, that's where it came from.
but you didn't listen. But you grew up in Whiteland.
I didn't grow up in Whiteland.
Where did you grow up?
I'm not going to put that on the air.
Where you grew up at? It?
I grew up in the suburbs.
Yeah. So,
I did not grow up in Whiteland.
So you didn't have no
not
Lowry's,
very
no
far.
Lowry season salt.
It was not very far from Whiteland, but it was
So-
not Whiteland.
There's a funny sign coming from Gary That's a funny sign.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I know, right? That's a funny sign. 'Cause
I'm sorry.
when you come from Gary, there's a funny sign that
I was
says,
thinking in my head.
there's a sign that says Whiteland, Brownsburg. And it's like going in different
This
directions.
is White's.
Whitestown.
Whitestown.
Yeah, I worked in.
Every time, it's funny when you see, you like, oh yeah?
Well, and there's another thing. When I worked in Whitestown, like everybody made a joke. He was because there was only one black cop that worked in Whitestown. We're like, so why? What's going on here? Why do we only have one black cop in the whole town of Whitestown? Like, what?
You know why.
You know why. Then you have to go to Brownsburg and want brown cops.
What's the NFL? What's the NFL? What do they call it? The rule?
Not for long.
The Rooney Rule.
The Rooney Rule.
It's the Rooney Rule.
Right, affirmative action.
I have to at least interview one brother.
I got to interview you. Damn, he was just too good.
He was, man. He was
And his
good,
name was
but,
Thomas.
We're going somewhere. Man.
And his uncle. Hey, so
Gosh.
You know what? That
heavens.
should be a new character
Uncle Thomas. No,
on
Thomas.
the show. Thomas. Are you ready? I think we might be ready for it.
Uncle Thomas.
Real quick. You want to call him?
Yeah, while you get him on the phone, I'll read some misconnections.
Why don't you call Uncle Thomas?
Uncle Thomas?
You gonna interview Uncle Thomas?
Yeah, I'm going to go Uncle Thomas.
There
Yeah.
you go. Call him real quick.
All right, I'll read some misconnections while you guys get him on the phone. Hey, somebody posted that they're looking for Tom on misconnections.
Wow.
Stop it. We couldn't have planned this any
Let's go
better.
Uncle Thomas. See who's looking for it.
Hey, you posted looking for Tom, man for woman, but then your post disappeared before I could reply. Am hoping it was for me. Did you find him?
Let me call. So we got Uncle Thomas on the phone, man. What's going on, Uncle Thomas?
Hey, how y'all doing?
You doing all right, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing fine. How y'all doing?
Oh, we doing great. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah, how y'all doing that?
saw. So I saw that you had a misconnection. What happened with that?
Oh, man, I saw one of them snow bunnies.
Oh, okay.
I saw one of them snow bunnies, you know what I'm saying? I saw her at the grocery store.
Really?
Yeah, she was at the grocery store when I saw her at the grocery store.
So-
and I was trying to holler at her, you know what I'm saying? And here's what happened, though.
Yo, tell me what
Man,
happened,
you know,
Uncle
then the
Thomas.
manager came over and I was like, "Oh, I'm very sorry. I did not mean to disrespect your aisle like this."
Wait, so why your voice changed, Thomas?
Well, the guy was a pilgrim.
Okay. Oh.
And I didn't want, I didn't want to make him think that I was something else. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
You know what I mean.
I got you, Thomas.
Right. So, is there any other circumstances you want to talk about?
We got Uncle Thomas online.
Yeah, man.
Uncle Thomas
Hey,
here.
man. Hey, I tell you what. I'm so happy to be here, man.
Uncle Thomas having
Yeah.
a knee slapping good time.
Yo, yeah,
At the
man.
end of
How
this.
we doing, man? All right.
Yeah,
what
so
we got
how long
there?
you been in law enforcement, Uncle Thomas?
I'm sorry, what?
How long you been in law enforcement, Uncle Thomas?
Oh well, hey, I tell you what. Here, so what has happened is that I decided long ago to make sure that I was going to be able to uphold the law in any city that I was in my humble abode.
So what time?
I just want to make sure it's safe.
So what-
you understand what I'm saying, though, right? Yeah.
So what town do you law enforcement
I'm sorry.
in? So what town do you
Yes, sir.
What time do you?
Pull it together.
What town do you? Your
Atlanta, Indiana.
Oh, you're in Atlanta. Wow, Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta,
Oh,
Indiana.
really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
and
not-
I work part time in Mexico, Indiana. It's up by Peru. You know what I mean? So I'm out in the outskirts. Mexico, Indiana, Atlanta,
So
Indiana.
do you tell people from the ATL?
No. I always say Atlanta. I always say Atlanta because that is it's my jurisdiction. All right, my jurisdiction is in Atlanta or Mexico, Indiana, outside of Purdue. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Outside of Purdue?
Peru.
Peru? Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
Uncle
sorry.
Tom's been sipping.
Uncle Thomas.
I'm so sorry,
Uncle Thomas.
Uncle Thomas.
So Roy, you got any
Are
questions?
we
for
done
Uncle
with that
Thomas?
real quick?
Uncle Thomas, can you explain?
Yeah. Hey, like, hey.
You got a pigtail right here. You got-
You got that.
you got a
Hey,
pigtail.
dog, you got that pigtail up in there, man. You got that snowflake. You know what I mean?
So
What's up, snowflake?
Okay, so Uncle Thomas, my job is to read these misconnections. I'm going to need you to respond.
I'm sorry, did you say misconnections?
Yeah, I did
All
on
right,
Craigslist. So that's my favorite part of the show.
I'm gonna try to act like I don't know nothing about that. You know what I
But
mean?
we already talked about it. Remember, you saw a snowflake at the grocery
Was
store.
that me?
That was you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, go right ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to respond to this person,
Yes.
so that we can read your misconnection. also
Outstanding.
on
Now,
the air.
are they from Atlanta, Indiana, or Mexico, Indiana, outside
You
of
know,
Florida?
it does not say. Usually, it's on there. This person must be trying to be very secretive, but I am sure that you will be able to find them.
All right. All right. Go right ahead.
Why do you speak differently to me than you do to LGZ?
I'm sorry.
Why do you speak differently to me than you do to LGZ?
Well, I'm just trying to show you that, to make sure that you understand that we are from the same ilk.
Oh, okay. I think that you need to send some pictures to the heavy hitters because
sorry?
I don't know what you look like.
Of Uncle Thomas.
Yes, of Uncle Thomas.
All right. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Did you? Oh, you want
Well,
to see?
I saw somebody at the grocery store the other day.
Do you want to see Uncle
and I
Thomas
just-
or Uncle Frank?
And when you speak of Frank's, Jeezy, do you mean that Frank hanging that thing? You mean that thing hanging? You know what I mean? I'm
She
sorry.
want to see
baby.
Frank.
I'm sorry,
Yo,
sweetheart.
Frank and Footer.
I'm
All
sorry.
I'm
Is
saying-
it okay to call you sweetheart?
Sure.
All right, ma'am.
I just
Go
was
right
at the
ahead.
grocery store the other day, and I
Yes,
just want to
ma'am.
make sure that I know who everybody is.
Hey, real quick, guys. There's another gentleman that's sitting here,
Yes.
and we probably need to acknowledge him because he's making me very nervous.
That's D-Lo.
Speaking
D-Lo,
of black.
He's on the show, right?
Yes, he's on the show.
Oh, what's up, brother? You know what I mean? How you doing, my man?
Good, Thomas, man.
Shit. What's up, man?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here, dog. I like that beard, though. You know what I'm saying? No pause, though. Yeah, all right. I'm sorry. No, what'd you say?
I just want to
What's
make
your name? Run EMC.
My name is Run.
All right.
You can call me Run, though.
I'll call it Pink Toe.
It's a little short. I'm going to throw my shoe at you, LGZ.
Outstanding. Could you please go ahead?
I feel like maybe we need to put some pictures out so that the misconnections people can find you.
Of
Uncle Thomas.
Of Uncle Thomas.
Yes.
All right, we will definitely try to work that out.
Yes. I'm sure that he at least has a Bitmoji or something.
I'm sure he wears a hat, and he has a collar for sure.
Yeah.
And a Frank and Footer.
That's buttoned all the way to the top.
Right.
It might have a little dust on it. All right, anyway,
I don't-
go right ahead and say
So-
what you had to say, please. Thank you.
That was what I had to say. I think we
Outstanding.
need to make sure that these misconnections, that we get these people connected.
Okay. Hey,
They're sad.
You know what, Pink Toe? I appreciate it. Hey, guy. I tell you what, man. I am so glad y'all had me come out here, though.
Yeah, Uncle Thomas,
hey, man, I'm
Uncle
Uncle
Thomas.
Thomas, man. You know what I'm saying? When I gotta work with them cats, man, I know how to
Uncle
talk to
Thomas.
them.
You be getting them, Uncle Thomas.
I know how to talk to them. You know what I mean? You big player.
You know what I'm saying?
I know how to talk to them, big player. And then all of a sudden, I got to talk to Pink Toes. Yes, you know what, sweetheart? I really enjoyed talking with you, and I will speak with you some other time.
You know,
okay?
I'm glad that we got to chat tonight.
All right, it was outstanding. All right, man, I'll tell you
Hey,
what,
we got- all right, Uncle Thomas, man.
Yeah, man. Shit.
Uncle Thomas, my hitter.
hey, guys, I had to go to the bathroom. Oh, boy, it was kind of loud.
Yeah, man, Uncle Thomas, man. Yeah, it's my Uncle
Well-
Thomas.
He was getting in.
Yes, he was loud.
He loved him some run.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was he selling out?
Yeah, selling out, man, for sure.
Oh,
told
come on,
Run, they
man.
from the same ilk.
But hold on a second, boys. But was he one of them cats that, like, when he was talking to the brothers, he was all silly? And then
Yeah.
There were parts of that conversation I did not understand.
He was shucking and jiving, for sure.
I tried really hard.
Yeah, he was
Did you
what?
understand the part when he was speaking to Run?
Yes.
That's all that
Yeah,
matters, then,
see,
really.
yeah.
That's all that
Yes,
matters.
I understood that.
All right, well,
Do you know what a
cool.
pink toe is?
No.
All your toes pink.
No?
If you pinch, you
Oh,
turn
man,
pink.
is that the dude right there?
Who?
Is that Uncle Thomas?
Yeah.
Did you really look? That's
I know, right? I know, right?
Is
I was like, yeah, there you go.
Uncle Thomas coming?
Yeah,
Is that Uncle Thomas coming right there? He's coming back.
yeah. You got me.
You know how you should holler at him. Hey, Uncle Thomas, come over here, man.
There we
Hey,
go.
what's up, fellas? What's going down?
Uncle Thomas.
Explain.
Yo,
explain-
D-Lo J,
My
man.
man.
I understand that. You know what I mean?
Run didn't know when you called her pink toe. She didn't know what that was.
Oh yeah. Hey, okay. So, Ron, here, you know, the situation is like this. You know, if I'm talking, are we talking business or pleasure right now?
I don't know.
Are we talking business or pleasure?
I'm not sure.
Can you explain it to
I
me,
don't know.
Which one would you like?
I don't know
to
what's happening. I'm nervous about
please? Which
this.
one would you like to be spoken to as?
Business.
Okay, well then no problem. So what you have is a pink toe. If I understand, somebody's called you that before. So in a pink toe,
Yeah, you did.
Well, essentially what that means is that is a pilgrim woman, in kind of a very descriptive version from the black male perspective.
Yeah.
If you happen to take off your shoes and socks, you will notice that your toes typically remain pink. And what we have, what the black gentlemen have had in their lineage, in their heritage, that they will have these fancy descriptions of people, not just pilgrim women, but
Yeah.
people in general.
In general, yeah.
That will have many descriptions. So you have pilgrims, which means white people. You have pink toes, which means
Pilgrim women.
pilgrim women. You understand what I'm saying?
Only women.
Yeah, snow bunnies.
Only women. Snow bunnies. Snow bunnies would be the same thing. Okay, now if we're talking about black gentlemen, we might say brothers.
Yeah, brothers.
Right? Now if we're talking about pilgrim guys, we might say white boys. That's just the
Yep.
way that it happens.
What about black women?
Black women,
Sisters.
sisters.
With an A.
For sure.
Okay.
And
so now do you
Latin
understand?
women are mamacitas. Or mommy.
You
Or-
sound like Steve Harvey right now.
And so do you understand, Ron?
Yes, I understand.
Outstanding.
Yes.
Was there any other questions?
I don't think so.
Hey fellas, hey, check this out. Check this out, man. I'm about to go upstairs and blow me one. You know what I mean?
Already.
I'm about to blow me one, man. Shit. Speaking of that, Ron,
Yes.
when I say shit to the gentlemen that are sitting at the table, it essentially means golly in your language. Do you understand?
Golly.
I prefer the term wowzers.
Wow.
You don't ever feel like a good golly down in your spirit?
I don't know that I've ever said golly.
Oh, you even sound happier when you say it.
Like your lips are happy. You said.
I will
That's one
try.
of those words.
I
That's
will
one
try
of
to
those,
use it daily.
That's one of those words.
Challenge.
That's one of those words that just makes you happy anytime you say it.
I will try to use it daily.
Just imagine saying happy birthday to someone. You only say it in a happy mood.
Happy birthday.
All right? Hey, Ron,
Yes.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yes, it was
All
nice
right, my
to meet you.
fellas.
Yes,
Shit.
sir. Cat Daddy.
I'll holler at y'all, man. I'll catch y'all on the flip side, motherfuckers.
Pineapples, I'm so sorry, listeners.
I mean, that's
It's
what
hard to
I'm talking about.
apologize for Uncle Thomas.
So Ron, let me ask you a question. Do you know?
Yes.
Sure.
Do you know where Pink got her name from?
Her toes.
Something else.
Oh, I'm with that.
No, but I could Google it like I Googled
Pink
Bruno
taco.
Mars
She
story.
used to date a rapper. She did the rapper dude. He saw us. I bet you it was Pink. And it's just stuff. That was her name.
Okay.
But
now she's 40.
Speaking of that, did you see her spitting out her gum? It wasn't her gum. It was
a cough drop.
Was it a lozenge?
Yeah, she has the flu.
LGZ Weinstein was cooking during the anthem, so I didn't see none of that.
Of course.
Speaking of that,
Yes, sir.
I saw you try to call out the
moose.
one, the only moose.
I saw your delicious buffet of food.
Looked incredible.
Hey, speaking of that,
had
you know what?
D-Lo chiming in. So I was like,
Guess
you know
what I'm gonna do? I'm not cutting off the tip anymore. I'm just gonna cut the whole rib,
Of the rib.
brontosaurus style. I'm gonna cut it brontosaurus style, and then guess what? You get more meat, you get more action because you gotta work.
If
through
you
that
don't
gristle
cut the
on
tip
end.
off, you get more meat
I know,
and more action
I
in your
know,
mouth.
I know, Ron. I heard him say that.
You're welcome.
So
Everybody's welcome.
Yeah, might as well.
I'm just
And so that's what's happening. So that's what I'm doing it. And those D&M burgers, don't need none burgers, man. Off the chains. I tell you what, I burped earlier today and it smelled like smoke still.
Yeah.
Like
Was that a good feeling for you?
the smoke is trapped in there. I was talking to somebody, they go, I smell smoke. I go, yeah, that's what I cooked on Sunday. They go, it's Tuesday. I go, I know. I know. It's still here. It's still with me.
It looked delicious, man. So
I made buffalo chicken dip and made a whole cooking segment. It hasn't been posted
Yeah, we-
yet,
we-
but it is.
Oh,
it will
word.
be there.
Okay.
we didn't see it, so it didn't happen.
I
So
Great point.
yeah.
There is video footage.
Hey, and by the way, real quick, since D-Lo G is here,
D-Lo
man,
G.
I listened to the Iron 3 Hip Hop Show.
Sweet.
While I was on the grill, you know what I'm saying. So I had the music out there. So I have video video of me listening to the audio of the show on the grill and making hamburgers. I got you talking. I got what's her name? What's it? Marilyn Monroe. Somebody made a song called Marilyn Monroe.
Shout out Jimmy Haran.
And I got Sick with It, Mr. White rapping.
Sickest
so
Alive.
like Sickest Alive, right? So like I'm like doing my cooking and stuff, and I'm listening to your show, interacting with the show, because you gotta remember, man, we on independent radio.
Network, baby.
You are where we are, right?
So get comfortable.
And so we're not there
Ladies
yet. But I'm just letting you know, man. Like my point was,
Yes.
I was truly trying to show people that if you're on the grill doing your thing, the show is right there with you. When you're in the kitchen, doing your thing, the show is right there with you. I did not take it into the lavatory with me.
I did.
But you know
Way
what
to
I'm saying?
sacrifice.
But you know, I didn't film. Excuse me. It was in the lavatory with me, but I didn't film in the lavatory with me. So
Thank you.
you know.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't film.
And so,
Show was in there with me.
so my point is, you know what? We do these shows, and sometimes they're kind of long. Like you know, this one is long. You don't have to listen to us all in one bite. You know what I'm saying? We're a slow burn, man. You nibble on us.
And it'll still make perfect sense.
And it all comes together in the end, you know what I mean?
Because it matters.
You'll burp and you'll smell us 2 days later.
Just like I just
There it
did.
is.
Except, I just burped, but now it's like smoking sushi.
Seems like a strange
that-
It kind of
combination.
made
I
my
don't know.
stomach hurt.
It feels like it would work.
It kind of does. It kind of does. Hey, folks, all right, check us out, man, on all the platforms. We got D-Lo in here. Matter of fact, I know D-Lo got a call today to do some DJ work, man. It's coming up with Skills USA. At least he's supposed to get a call. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? As a team, man, we spoon feed a team. He's supposed to get a call today.
Well, solid. I hope I get that call.
Yeah, he's supposed to get the call.
Thank you,
today.
team.
Hey, ain't no thing. And guys, by the way, North Korea. Okay, like I don't know, 6 months ago.
Oh, I thought you said North Korea booked D-Lo. I'm like,
Is this
damn.
a moose turn?
Let me give a passport.
I
And
think you should stay here.
if you're going to get a passport, get it now because pretty soon it's going to go up $10, right?
Damn.
It's only
Right.
20, 25 now, it might be 35. Anyway,
It's
get
just
it
a
now.
long process, so plan ahead.
All right, so listen up, guys. North Korea decided to partner with South Korea for the Olympics. Now, here's what's happening. 6 months ago, they were going to bomb the shit out of them.
Yeah.
They're going to go to war with them. Remember, we talked about it on the show. Dude ran across the line, had worms, and they shot him up and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, so they're like, hey, I know we shot an old boy up that ran with y'all, but can our hockey players play with y'all hockey players? And our ski jumpers run with y'all ski jumpers? And they was like, sure. And North Korea sent cheerleaders and a band and all kind of stuff over with them to join them in the Olympics in Pyeongchang, whatever it is. What do y'all think about
I think
that?
North Korea's a bully.
I think it's a thin line between sports and war.
You know what I'm saying? And the fact that
They better win.
Their band is so precise that they hit every note.
Their band, by the way, only sings homages to Kim Jong-il.
Can you
whatever his name
imagine
is.
being Kim Jong, like the level of praise you get from everyone?
I think it'd be
he
silly.
could be Kim Jong Weinstein and won't nobody speak out. Yo.
No, they'd be dead.
Yeah, exactly. That's called absolute power.
Yeah.
Are we cool with that?
It's none of my business.
Isn't it you know what? If I was in his shoes,
You'd be singing too.
LGZ Weinstein would probably have 1 million kids. For sure.
He was like, come on.
I would have a harem, yo.
Yes.
Literally a harem.
A brothel in the basement.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We have D-Lo moves come over to the crib. Like, hey, man,
Hell yeah.
y'all having a good time? Yeah, y'all look a little down today. Pick 7, man. You have a good time, man. And the thing is,
And they're going to do it, too.
they have to.
And
They
then your
have-
Eskimo
Is
brothers.
12 too many?
Otherwise, you sprinkle him with that dust, and then they sprinkle his brother.
That's it.
he's
It's
done.
over with. So and you know what? I will let them know. So make sure you smile the whole time. I ask you this is okay. And when you come back, you report to me. You let me know that she frowned at all. You come back like, no, man, she was frowning a little bit, and I'll go over and I'll handle it, man.
Well, she's frowning because you were damaging.
LGZ, what are you going to do for me if I get her pregnant? You know what? We had a discussion. Say, what do you want? Do you want to cheat? Yes or no? You say no, then we handle the business, man.
Handle the business.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell, Jeezy,
You
my
know,
dog.
we make sure we make it. I mean, I'm the man. I'm God. So I mean, really, I can just be like, be done, and then she be like, "Oh my God, I lost a baby." You know, then that's how it happens. That's how I do
You're
it.
saying if you were Kim Jong,
No, matter of fact, man.
Yeah,
in
Jeezy Jong Il.
in 2 weeks, man.
Kim
shoot the way.
Jong LGZ.
In 2 weeks, Kim Jong Jeezy will be on the. Matter of fact, I'm making a call, and we'll get.
Wait, say it again,
we'll get,
please.
We'll get Kim
You can't say it again. Say
Kim
it
Jong
again.
Jeezy gonna be on the show.
Yes.
All right, 2 weeks.
It's next week. The games start like Sunday.
Yes, but I'll be out of time, so I had to call when I get back.
Okay.
So Kim Jong Jeezy.
So
definitely
until
will
he's
call.
Kim Jong Jesus, North
North
South
Korea.
Korea.
He's the nephew of Kim Jong Un.
Yes, I can't wait to talk to this dude. I can't wait to talk
He
to
gives
his
me all. He
nephew.
give me all the details about what goes on.
Because
over
he's
there.
he's like the illegitimate
The illegit, but he cool with the house, man. So
Kim Jong LG.
Kim Jong Jeezy, yo.
Kim Jong Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. to
Run
hear.
won't like it, but no, because if you think I'm misogynist, man,
He's gonna be on and popping.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kim Jong Jeezy.
give up for Kim Jong Jeezy, yo, for real.
Yes.
Like,
Kim Jong
yeah,
Jesus.
I'm about to work tonight because usually he like rolls pedal stone at his feet when he in a room and all kind of crazy madness, but we'll work it out.
I am very excited to hear about this guy, or to interview him.
Yeah, Kim Jong Jeezy
To
for
interview
sure.
him, and the Olympics will be going strong by the time we talk to him, so we'll know what the hockey team is doing.
Probably not good.
And what it's women's hockey, I think. By the way,
Nobody's
so
watching.
We'll definitely.
You know what? If Ron can even get mad because she's not going to even watch.
She's not gonna watch
No,
women's
she's not
hockey.
watching. She's not watching women's hockey.
It'll probably be on at like 1 p.m. No one will be able to watch it.
Let me ask you this: so in the Olympics, guys,
Would you watch it?
Hey, listen,
It became
in the
at-
Olympics,
it became
let me
at
ask you
7
this.
o'clock.
Are
Yeah.
you
in the
on
Olympics, so let me
schedule?
ask you, in the Olympics,
Sure.
I mean, do you watch sports that you never watched? Any other
Curling.
time?
Yes.
Curling.
Just rooting for the United States.
I watch curling.
Yes.
I like curling.
Yeah,
By the way, there's a Circle City curling team.
Get out of here.
There is a Circle City curling team. We should. You know what?
Field trip.
Should we take a field trip and go do some curling?
Yeah,
Yes.
I would Joe do that. Push your moves.
I'm just gonna
That would be
play.
some awesome footage.
Yes. I'm just gonna play Push It the whole
Yeah.
time in the background.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like,
I'm not playing.
we would do like
I'll
real
bring the
good.
music.
We sign up for like the next.
Yeah, you're gonna
Olympics.
push it real good.
we trying to get in. What year is
Push it
it?
real good.
What year is it?
Yeah, it's gonna be 2022.
2022. We trying to get
Yeah,
in.
for sure.
Yes.
We do good. Like, man, y'all should really think about it. Like,
Squad.
Okay, but you guys, and I don't mean this in a mean way.
What?
Is there an age limit
No.
for entering the
No,
Olympics?
go, let's
I don't
go.
believe so.
Did you hear that?
I know, right? I knew she was going there.
It's like bowling.
No, I didn't know. Like at a certain age, are they like you cannot enter the Olympics if you've never been in the Olympics before?
No, you can't.
I'm mad right now. This Moosey at
I was
Big
just
House,
wondering.
I have an attitude problem.
know what I'm
I am a man of a certain age, but I think I can curl with the best of
You
them.
know what I'm saying? For sure.
I mean, for sure.
Push your
I know
move.
how to push a rock.
Push your rock.
I know how to sweep.
Yep.
I know how to play.
Yeah, we can get around
what's
the
the name of
sweep.
that game when you get old and you play?
Shuffleboard.
I know how to play shuffleboard.
Look,
that's the same.
What's
thing.
that game that you play when you get old?
yeah,
Shuffleboard.
Okay, what I'm saying is
Yeah.
there's no age limit. I think we'd be good at
Yeah, I
it.
think we will too.
Let's go for it.
Except I'm out there with cleats on.
If
I'm
Jamaica
not-
Hey.
can get a bobsled team, why can't Jeezy, D-Lo, and Moose,
Jamaica,
a.k.a. Big
we have a
House,
bobsled team.
Didn't Zimbabwe
Get a
somebody
curling
won
team.
this year?
Yes.
There's
a
one from
women's
Africa.
team? Yeah.
There's one from Africa this year.
Wakanda.
Is that what it is?
Well, I'm just saying they've got greater
Did
challenges
you hear me?
than us
I
doing curling.
got you back.
You got me. You got me
He's
too.
like, that's where they from.
Is that what it's from? Wakanda?
Curling's
That's not
on
real.
tomorrow at 7:05. The United States team.
Yeah, because curling and some other sports start before the opening ceremonies.
Curling and alpine skiing.
Boom! I watch all that. Lindsey Vonn,
Mm-hmm.
you know she is Tiger Woods still?
He ain't tapping no more. He
He's not?
probably still hitting it, but he ain't with it no more.
Oh,
I mean, he never really stopped hitting it.
Don't worry, the Olympics will play
He said
through the
she's not
night.
the
So if
dating
you're
type.
an insomniac, they'll be on.
You said that about her?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say, like, man, Tiger went all the way, brother, on that one.
Hey,
She's not the
D-Lo,
kind
real
of girl
quick.
you date.
D-Lo, real quick before we sign off, man.
Yeah.
Tell us what you got going on.
Going on, man. I think I've got time to drop an Indie 15 music session. I've actually got 3 recorded that I've never released. So at some point in time, I will actually be doing an Indie 15 music session. Otherwise than that, man, we've got the Heavy Hitters. Why do I always want to say the Heavy Hitters? The Iron 3 Hip Hop Show anniversary show coming up in the next few weeks. And that's what we got going on, man.
Outstanding, man. I said the show this week, the Super Bowl show was cool.
Appreciate you listening.
Yeah, you had some guys out there that were doing their thing, man.
Yeah, real talented guys on the show. So shout out to Jimmy Heron. Big ups to HYM is him, Donnie Mack, everybody.
The United States women's hockey team plays Finland at 2:40 a.m. on February 11th. So no, I will not be watching it because I will be sleeping.
So let me ask this question.
The Korean team.
Let me tell you my dedication to watching the men. If the USA men's basketball team is playing 2:45 in the morning,
I'm not watching anybody at
LGZ
2:45.
Weinstein will be watching.
Up.
I'm not watching anybody at 2:45 in the morning. On TV or in real life.
I'm
not
touching that one.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey, folks, this is the Heaviest Radio Show. This is Mooske Big House, man, for the star of the show, the one, the only LGZ, man, the lady of the house, Run, EMC, and our resident DJ, man, the new star, man, and the man, he got shows going, he's got all kind of stuff. He's a busy dude.
Yes.
DJing in Broad Ripple and all over the spot, man.
And shout out to the team for coming out and supporting me, man. That was awesome. Good night at Burger.
I ate a burger with beets on it. It was good. It was my born day too.
It was.
When was your born day?
It was my born day. Hey, and it was Australia Day.
They don't have a bobsled team.
Australia does not. That's funny.
I don't think so.
Give it up, folks, for the one, the only D-Lo G. Yeah. You know, it's funny. You get into a pattern where I can't say it without saying it like I say it on the show. It's like I can't say add heavy
_.
hitters. If I try to do something different, I'm like, I got all messed up, even though I just said it.
When I
made that up.
When I posted that video, I was very confused when I had to say it.
It's for sure happens like that.
It was very confusing.
Hey, man, coming soon, man. Some video footage of Around the Kitchen with Run, I think it is.
Hey,
and also,
give you the rundown on this buffalo chicken dip.
Guess what I did, man?
Do the dishes Run.
I did a slap bacon. I did a slap bacon
Run.
thing. I was gonna put out there too.
Hey, we just gonna vacuum that with Run.
Womanly duties.
Yes. And DJ Top Speed said he has a beef with Moose, a.k.a. Big House.
Is he mad at me, man?
Over some video content from the Hi-Fi.
Everybody can see it but him.
He showed it to me and he couldn't
It
get it to play.
didn't come up?
He asked me to be his witness.
This is Motorola, man. Hey, Top Speed, man, quit messing with that Motorola.
Does he have a flip phone?
No, he said... No, he said it was this year's model. He ran down the make.
He showed me. He told me all that.
All of that, yeah.
Hey, man, it didn't work for him?
He pulled it up about 6 times and no go.
That's hilarious, man. Hey, Top Speed, I love you, man, but it's your flip phone, dog. Hey, man, come on, man. Quit using that StarTech and get with a regular phone, man. I know you're a B-boy, but come on, man. The phone's got to stay with the times, man. It's not 1985 no more. Hey, folks, Heaviest Radio Show, man. Shout out to Decademics, by the way, man.
Yeah.
We cool with them dudes. Heaviest Radio Show, man. Remember, we are where you are.
Shout out to Seabiscuit.
Oh, yeah, Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit's up in here.
I'm sorry, I can't call you Brittany no more. It's officially.
It's Seabiscuit.
Sweet.
You just motorboating?
No, I did a Seabiscuit.
That was a horse. Seabiscuit's a horse.
See, Pilgrim's new.
That felt motorboaterish.
It felt very motorboaterish.
Anyway,
I'm
man.
down with that.
Once again,
You brought up motorboating earlier.
remember, folks, we are where you are.
He motorboat somebody or somebody else motorboat
That's
him?
hilarious.
Right.
Yes.
Jeezy
Somebody
got
motorboated him.
Hey, I
kind of.
motorboated.
You
transgender.
That means they was up against your nipples. They was doing your nipples.
They could be probably
I'm down with
somewhere
that
else
too.
motorboating.
That's true,
It
too.
might feel good. I'm out of shape, so it'd be feel real good for me right now. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's how we doing it.
How we doing it?
It's that 2018 freak style.
Right, that's how we doing it. Shit, let me slap you when you're done. Oh gosh. Okay.
Third time's a charm.
Hey folks, this Moose, and I'm trying to end it. I promise you, I love y'all, but I'm trying to just shut it down. Look, Seabiscuit took my water glass away, like it's over with. All right, so here we go. What am I supposed to say?
We are.
Hey, remember, we are where you are.
So get comfortable.
And
Come on in.
Your mouth.
Hey folks, Heavy Bears Radio Show, man. We out, man. We got all of us in here. We've been a long time. I'm sleepy. Peace.